I hate winter. I really do hate winter. It's been well into minus temperatures for a few days now, and I'm here in my Humber Super Snipe. Not been used for a week or so. In fact, the last time, well, it moved here after I drove it 151 miles. But I do want to move the car just around, so I'm going to start it up. I'm not going out in the car, not on the roads. I don't use it when they've been gritting. It's just too bad. But yeah, very cold. It's been persistently cold. You'll have to excuse all this. Everything's in a state of disarray at the moment, and whilst I do some rearranging, because I've been doing a bit of work on the ventilating system, renewing a few of these pipes because they're only cardboard. Some of them were quite badly squashed, and some of the one of the rubber outlets on the heater unit, as you can see, one of the elbows there was petrified and was no good at all. So I've replaced that. This, I mean, I fitted hazards. That was quite, that was a day's work, but essential with today's traffic conditions and not so smart motorways. But the radio wiring I am not responsible for. The radio was under here, but I've reinstated the ashtray. I'm going to relocate it somewhere else. Cassette player, because I like my cassettes, my old Brian Matthews, Sounds of the 60s, and Radio 2 recordings. So I like to listen to them. Need a bit of music on long journeys. God rest his soul, Brian Matthew. And we now have the insufferable Tony Blackburn talking shit all the time. So I don't listen to it anymore. So let's get on with this. I'm not expecting any obstinacy with this engine. They always were good starters, good cold starters. But just for the benefit of viewers, we'll have a look at the starting procedure there, page 23. The handbook, as you can see, gives very comprehensive and full instructions for owners. So there you are, starting the engine when cold. It doesn't have an auto choke. The outgoing Super Snipe, the Mark IV, did, however, and I'll be touching on that, the older model and this newer series Humber in another video. But it's got a Zenith carburetor, has this, a very good carburetor. It does have an accelerator pump on it, and when, as you will have just seen in the book there, it has to be set up properly, which it is. So when I pull out the choke, it does operate the accelerator pump, so a little jet of petrol is squirted into the inlet manifold. So I've checked it's in neutral. Handbrake is on. So I switch on, the warning light comes on. Fuel has registered. So pull that out. Not yet. It is sometimes in these cold conditions beneficial to, you know, give it a squirt on the accelerator, but I'll just give it another try. There it is. Now, obviously, you push the choke in as soon as possible. Just to let that oil get circulating until it starts running smoothly. That's more like it. Just want a fast tick over to get it warmed up as quickly as possible. Of course, you know, the sooner you get off on the road, the better. It's not very good to just leave engines ticking over. Now, a garage, of course, would have been preferable. But being between houses as I am at the moment, the car has to live outside. There's my clock keeping good time after I repaired it. Heater, will definitely need that. It's hot. So yeah, that's it really for this. Just thought it would be, you know, of interest to do a little video. The weather is supposed to be getting even colder and more miserable, but at least today it is dry. It's dry and the skies are clear, so, you know, maybe I will be able to do a bit of something outside. So yes, I'll keep updating with this car. I want to, you know, get that properly sorted out, and as I say, I am going to have to rack my brains and think of somewhere to relocate the radio set, and I'm going to have to also relocate the hazard warning light system, which was all under here. I did away with the ashtray, but now I've reinstated it as I've got the proper mint condition under dash millboard trim, which conceals all this. So they're hard to find, very hard to find, and this car, as it come to me, was missing it. So there's a bit of fettling to do, and also I want to wire this up, you know, which is something I've added. There was a pre-existing hole to give me a handbrake warning light, with the handbrake being invisible on the right hand side there. So that's all coming up, but main thing is we've got a runner warming up nicely now. It's settled into a nice even beat, so that's it. See you next time.